What is next? I know the news you broke last night was intriguing. What are you hearing?
It's simple. You don't make that move with Jack Del Rio unless you know you can get Jon Gruden. Jon Gruden's going to be the next coach of the Oakland Raiders. The only question is when it happens.
That's what I thought, but so that's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's going to be the next coach of the Oakland Raiders. Again, you don't make that move the way that he does.
There we go. Phones
today.
Plural. One phone, two phones. Yes. And now we're cooking.
You don't make that move without knowing that you're convinced that you can get Jon Gruden. And what was interesting yesterday in doing that story with Mort is usually when you do a story, you meet some blowback and some resistance. Some people say, hey, you sure about it? There was never a single ounce of blowback on that story.
Interesting.
Not one bit.
And I think a lot of folks were convinced, or I'm convinced that Tampa would be the destination. When did you hear that Oakland became, or was that always the place?
Listen, Jon has always had an affinity for Oakland, and the owner has had an affinity for him. The owner has made other runs at him in the past. This is not the first time that he has pursued Jon Gruden. But the more that you spoke to people, the more they were convinced that Jon would re-enter coaching this year, that he was preparing to get back into it at some point, and it was getting closer and closer. And I think in this particular case, Mark Davis made a run and is preparing to make a run whenever they put together the offer that he cannot turn down, period.